Hey, friends,
and welcome to Fren Talk Podcast with your hosts, Cicely and
Shamika.
Two country girls from way down south, West Memphis, Arkansas to be exact, who happen to be friends and
911 dispatchers.
Since we all have the same basic needs and are all on similar journeys, sometimes it just helps to have a friend to talk to about the everyday issues that plague us all.
We're not therapists or self-help gurus, but we hope that by opening up a real conversation, we can all find some common ground and a safe space to heal,
share, and build toward future greatness.
So come on.
Let's jump into today's topic.
Let's go.
We're ready.
Hey, friends,
and welcome to Fren Talk Podcast with your host, Cicely and
Shamika.
Y'all, we back with episode 2. And we
Number
are
2.
Still super excited. We're glad y'all joining us today. Excuse me.
Get it out.
Bring it.
Let's go.
Okay, so look, we got a very pressing question today. What happened to the bro code?
And the girl code.
And the girl code.
Well, we're going to say the SUH code, that you said?
We can say so.
The SUH code.
We can say so. And we want to tell y'all, because I don't think bro code ever actually really had to have a definition or what that really means. But according to Urban Dictionary, the bro code is defined as a set of rules meant to be guidelines to live by between bros, and in this case, bros and sis. The rules began as unwritten rules to follow, but because of, and this is per Urban Dictionary, but because of the pussification of America.
The pussification.
I like that word.
Never heard it, but I like it.
I've never heard it either. They haven't been followed properly, and for some men, they needed to be spelled out in bold print. What's honored among bros, the obvious rules among bros or guys in general. 1, it says sisters are off limits. 2, exes are off limits. 3, if a guy is chasing a girl, let him have her, etc. So things like that. So basically, what's at question here for me is loyalty.
Yeah. The number 3 for me, though, what you said, if a guy's chasing a girl, just like if a girl chasing a guy, if, like my cousin said, I scoped him first. If my homegirl scoped him first, it's off limits to me.
Yeah.
I'm not finna mess with him. If she's scoping him, I'm not finna try to scope him too. So.
Yeah. And you know what? And I don't think we talk about this enough, or guys take this for granted. You know, not that we pass men around.
But we pass men around.
But it can be an agreement. If you tell your friend, girl, look.
You, and then we talk about y'all sex. We talk about that.
We talk about
and
everything.
If it's real good and I don't like you like that, I'm gonna let my girl know. Holler at him. You know what I'm saying?
If it's horrible, you know,
don't holler at him.
Girl, it's trash.
And all my friends know what I like, so if somebody do what I like, they're gonna let me know. So
if it's somebody I don't want, listen, because we're not serious about everybody, just like guys are not. And you know, I think we take for granted that women don't enjoy sex as much as men, or for whatever reason, society has said that sex is only for men to be. But look, we have some of the same rules and codes.
We really do. Y'all just don't know
that. And if you're a lady, you just don't speak on it.
Right. So when we said one of her homegirls come to you and get up on you, 9 times out of 10, she done told her about
her
you.
Friend she can have you.
And she can have you. So don't think you special. We just needed something, and we appreciate you.
A guy got mad at me one time. You'll know. I'll tell you after who.
Go ahead.
I'm talking about.
I'm gonna try to guess it in my head.
You gonna know, but he was mad because I asked him. I did not think it was about one of our other friends.
Okay.
And I was like, you should holler at her because I might. Kind of like each other. Because I know what my friend like. And he was like, you would do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. And we only do that. And we kind of might be oversharing right here.
But we do it with people that we don't really like that. Like, you cool. The business was good. We had good business. And if my friend like good business, it's a business deal.
And if I'm done with you, I don't need you anymore.
You know? And we have discussed this, you know.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Mika, you can go and get up on it if you want to get up on it, because this is this and this is this. Yeah. You know.
And 9 times out of 10, to be honest, we've never really indulged that way.
We don't.
We've never really indulged. But,
if we did decide to then we know it's cool with each other. We could do it, even if we did decide to do it.
Absolutely.
So, but so don't think you special. Don't think you got something going for yourself. I just went over there and whispered in her ear and said, he do that little thing you like. And so she went over there. And again, if they tell me the same thing, because it's a little thing I like, and so if they tell me about it, I'm going to come. I want it.
It's a little thing you like.
You know,
like
so...
you know, and we talk. You know, you don't tell everybody. Okay,
no,
I don't have a lot of friends. Everybody does not get the friend qualification.
They don't.
But you know,
but you got to have somebody that you can.
Oh yeah.
And I don't do this with all my friends, but me and this one have. Me and this one have talked about it.
And we talking about codes. So sometimes there's an unspoken rule when a person is off limits.
Yeah, you could tell how they felt about that person,
if I
anything.
Love this dude, or you know,
baby dad is off limits.
Baby dad is definitely off limits. Exes that did mean something to us.
Yeah, and you know the ones that meant something to your friend. So you know,
absolutely know. So I think in a lot of instances, because even per what it was Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
A lot of these are unspoken rules. It's not something that somebody came down and said, okay, bro code. No, you just know.
But don't snake me.
Yeah, don't snake your
Don't
bro.
just go behind me and do it, because if I didn't like that person like that, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you, cool, go ahead and do what you do. Yeah. But if you snake me, then I can't trust you. Yeah. Now, I'm pissed off.
No, man.
It ain't got nothing to do with the man. It's everything to do with you.
It's principle.
Yeah.
It's all about principle.
It's all about you.
But yeah, loyalty to me has to mean something if... Yeah, I'm going to say this. Let me say this because I vacillate back and forth. I'm a Gemini. I think about a lot of things at one time.
Okay.
I love God. I'm going to talk about some things that don't sound like I know God, okay? All right. So now that we've established that.
You know that's I love God. Go ahead.
Love God.
But yeah, we love God.
But yeah, we do.
And He know our heart.
And look, and if you don't, I respect it, because everybody has a right to believe what they believe.
Yes.
But loyalty has to mean something if it's the first commandment that God gave us. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. That means He wants your undivided attention. He wants your loyalty. Okay? And just like He want it, I want it. If you my friend for real, don't go behind me on nothing.
Especially if we ain't discussed it or nothing, don't snake me.
And let's say this for real. If you spend any length of time around a person, just say in our case, we've been around each other for years.
Yeah.
I ain't got no reason to be sneaking around doing anything behind you that I can't come have a conversation with you about. Because if I'm sneaking, guess what? I know it's wrong.
I know I shouldn't be doing it. I know I shouldn't be doing it.
And that's why some of y'all can't be respected.
Y'all need to discuss stuff with your friends before you go snake them. And again, baby dad is off limits.
Off limits. And everything is a conversation. And that's why, listen, that's why Fren Talk podcast exists, because not enough people having real conversations.
But they don't want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about it, but it's not happening. You not talking about it ain't stopping it from happening. So here we're just going to talk about it.
True that.
But yeah, it's no gray area. It's black and it's white. You either completely loyal or you not at all.
True.
You loyal or you not. But even though these codes are unspoken, they're extremely clear. Mm-hmm. Is that not ironic? They're unspoken, but they're extremely clear. You know what's wrong,
and
you know what's right. And that's why a lot of times if you sneaking, it's because you know it's wrong.
Right. And
if you got to sneak around people that you're supposed to be loyal to, you ain't shit in real life.
What you ain't?
Cash is laughing at me. You ain't shit.
But I'm with the girl code. Mm-hmm. Friends, we have like talked about us doing stuff like with other people. But one thing you ain't gonna do, you can't go behind family.
Girl.
You can't go behind family.
Girl.
I don't want nobody that my sisters have touched, looked at, cousins, any of that. Looked at, touched, none of that. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing.
I'm glad you went there, because I've had a burning question for a long time, and we've actually conversed about this in the past, how a guy that I might used to talk to, or you might used to talk to, might message one of us. If you know, the one that he's no longer talking to, trying to approach her or what have you. It's been done to me and my sister. It's been done to me and cousins. And I'm
me and you.
Yeah, me and you.
It's ridiculous.
Like, I feel like I'm really questioning, at the time I was really questioning, how in the world he know he used to talk to my cousin. And in some instances I didn't find out.
Till after, I know, yeah.
After, maybe we exchanged the message and then I take it back to my cousin and I'm like, yeah, I know this guy. And I'm like, bro, yeah, we used to get down a little bit back in the day, whatever. If it was serious, a lot of times, if it's not serious, we're not going to really talk about it.
But if y'all done exchange some pictures and some old freaking texts, don't try to talk to me.
Please.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Please.
Don't do it.
I was put in a predicament like that one time because this guy was attractive. And I had thought of it because when you see somebody,
I think I know who you're talking about.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
All right.
But when you approached me, you knew the relationship that you already had with somebody that is extremely close to me. Meanwhile, I didn't, because I stay out the way. I really mind my business.
Yeah, you truly did not know.
I had no clue. But then when I approached him with this information, like, hey, you used to talk to my people. And he's like, he tried to deny it. And I'm like, first of all, women don't have to lie about, nobody trying to get at them. Or they actually had a sexual relationship. It wasn't just they were talking or had talk. So immediately, of course, there was
so you finna go back and tell folk you done sexed me and my...
And I don't even want to talk about the relationship. But you would have those two notches on your belt and they close. So I
ain't giving you that satisfaction.
Now I don't never talk from a pedestal because one thing about me is I'm not perfect. I've done my share of dirt, but I ain't never did no snake shit. Okay. I've never gone behind a friend. I've never gone behind a family member. I don't have to do that. Y'all, it's too many men and women in this world for y'all to be out here sleeping with your sister-in-law's ex.
Oh, burn.
Shots fired.
Burn.
It's too many women out here for you to approach a woman and you talk to her sister or her cousin. Y'all need to stop
that shit. It be the
shit.
Inboxing all of us at the same time.
Yes.
Like, or as far as friends, me and you, or any of my friend group, people around town or whatever, they know we friends.
They know.
Ain't no doubt about it. We always together.
Always.
We always something. Two of us are always together at one point. So you talking to her, then when she don't want to fool with you, you try to talk to me.
Yeah.
Or even if she messages you back, you still try to talk to me. We talk about that. So-and-so in your inbox, or we just bring it up.
You're like, hey, or we might just be scrolling through our phone or something.
And
like
see it.
Or he messaged me while I'm with you, be like, this dude's.
Right. And then you like, he talking to you? Yeah, he's trying to talk to me too. Come on now.
She got a whole thread where she ain't responding to you and neither am I, but you still trying to get at both of us.
Stop telling me good morning.
Oh, you know what? My sister wanted me to say something for her. And
Go ahead.
I'm going to do this for my sister. Katrina, this for you, love. She said, can you please on your podcast tell people that if my green light is on, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 in the morning. Don't message me. I know it's a little off the subject, guys, but we talking about social media right here.
I might not even be on. I just don't log out.
Yeah, sometimes I don't log out.
And
sometimes I might just be on there watching a video or something that I want to do because
I don't want to talk to you, though. Did I message you?
Did I message you?
If I didn't message you, don't message me.
Y'all need to stop that, man. Y'all be aggressive with the messages too. Sometimes it's a bit scary.
And I know we talking about girl code, guy code. Quit talking to yourself in my inbox. Quit. If I didn't respond, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested. Go on. Quit telling me good morning.
Or sending me videos. Do y'all know how weird that is? If I don't know you and you keep sharing reels
Funny
or
thing
videos
is,
with
the
me.
The same person sends both of us those reels videos. Cut it.
And you know what, friend? Again, I'd always wondered why men feel so comfortable to approach women who are closely related, or friends, or family. You know why? Because it's women out here that's entertaining these assholes.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And so you feel like, you might not even, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You might not even feel like I would go, but you're going to try because somebody have.
Somebody done went.
Some of these sisters is going with they
sisters, man, cousins, man. Listen, if you done talk to my cousin in any kind of sexual way, in the words of who? Mayor Harrington, you can get the hell out
of my office. Former mayor member Willie Harrington. Yeah,
just get out my face.
Please.
I'm not interested. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of us have matured to a point where maybe in my younger life I did wild and crazy things. Yeah, I'm 40 now.
I ain't doing that no more.
Please.
Them tricks old Shamika used to do, 40-year-old Shamika ain't doing.
I still got some tricks.
I got some tricks, but them tricks I ain't doing. I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, we're not doing all that.
And, again,
we're not entertaining our friends and our family's exes. That's for sure.
No, leave us alone.
That's for sure. But once you cross these unspoken boundaries, you are considered a snake to me. And it's really no coming back from something like that. Because how can you? If you'll go behind me, because every relationship should be built on trust, communication. You know, that's just the basic, you know, need in a relationship for me. So if you can because it's levels to distrust and disloyalty. You had to start communicating with this person, especially if you know. And we're not talking about where it's a gray area where I might not have known. I'm talking about in instances where you absolutely know that I was with this person or we had a sexual relationship for a long standing time. Sweetheart, if you're that desperate for my sloppy seconds,
take it.
Have it.
I told a dude one time.
Have it and enjoy.
About a girl. He was like, I said, you talked to so-and-so. He was like, yeah. I said, what I put on you? Told you was a scholar.
Head doctor.
I told her. I said, you better get up on it. You better get up on it because
because see, if I've put you on him, I don't have any use for him.
Right, I'm good.
It wasn't an emotional.
And once
connection.
you get up on him, I'm done. I ain't got to see. And when I give him to you, he ain't gonna see me no more anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you want to see me. He ain't gonna see me. But yeah, I told her. I said, yeah. I told her you was a scholar.
Yeah.
Damn near a genius.
I want to give a scenario real quick, and this is not a person that I've had a close friendship or anything.
Go ahead.
But I wanted to point this out because we're talking about snake-like tendencies, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We come from a very, very small town, okay? We currently reside in Tennessee, but we come from a very small town, West Memphis, Arkansas, okay?
W.M.
Yeah, and hopefully we're finna put them on the map. But this is a very small town. You throw a rock and hit about 50 people. But everybody knows everybody for the most part. And my friend and I have been going live on Facebook for the last month or so, kind of trying to gain some traction and get a few followers. And please like, share, comment, subscribe,
do all that
and follow. Yeah, all of our socials, Fren Talk Podcast on Facebook and IG. But I got a phone call one day a couple weeks ago. And I got a phone call, I got 2 text messages, and I was in the line at Chick-fil-A, and I actually was scrolling on Facebook as I was sitting in the line, and I saw a status a young lady from the same area as me had posted. And it was pretty lengthy, but I had time. So I sat there. I was in line, so I sat there, and I kind of skimmed through, but I saw that she was herself in talks of just after me and Shamika had came out and said that, hey, we were going to do this podcast thing. And you kind of look for people for there to be some kind of imitation, because they say imitation is a form of flattery. But when you've kind of had a run-in with me in the past that was on some snake level shit, and then you come behind me and you make a status. I thought something of it. I'm not gonna even lie. I thought something of it when I read it because multiple people sent it to me. So everybody's really thinking the same thing because everybody's been following. The support has been beautiful, and we appreciate
thank y'all again
the
for
love
that.
From you guys for we hadn't even started the podcast until, last episode. But y'all have been rocking with us and interactive on our lives, and we appreciate y'all so much. But when we were talking about starting this podcast, we were only thinking of, the productivity and helping people, or at least opening up conversation, not necessarily the hate or the judgment or the
it was all positive thoughts.
It was just all positive thoughts, but you got to know, and this is for anybody considering doing anything, that it's going to be good as well as bad. And I was prepared for that part of it because we're adults, so we know that there's always a level of negativity with anything. But I'd read the status and I didn't have time because as I was reading the status, or I was coming to the end of the status where I saw, not only are you considering a podcast with your friend, but you went and tried to get a similar name and everything. You know how many names? Like, this is original for me and her because this is my friend and we talk. So when I came to her with the name, I'd already had a couple of little ideas swirling around and we got together on some things. And I was like, what you think about friend talk? And I'm like, And it kind of grew on us. And I was like,
we liked it. We agreed on it.
So, but for you to go as close to what I'm doing and almost in the exact same vein with the almost exact same name was not just ironic and not just a coincidence. That was snake level because, and this is when I knew that it was snake level, and this is why it's being addressed on Friend Talk, because this is our platform. We talk about what we want. But I went to go back after I had been screenshot to me and different people had called me about it. I went back to the post because I was going to like and comment and show my support. I said, well, I guess she done deleted the post. I called Mika. I said, honey, that post is gone. I was finna go comment on the post, but I don't see it anywhere. And then Mika said,
it's still there,
friend. And friend ain't even a friend to this person.
That's why.
A Facebook friend. But she was able to go and pull it right up and said, no, friend, it's still there. I said, so I've been blocked.
From that particular post, which shows
that you was actually on snake shit. That's the second time. I don't give 3 strikes. You won't get another chance.
Like we said in the other ones, you got to cut a snake's head off.
I don't entertain bullshit, okay? Once I figure it out, because it might take me a second to figure it out. I saw you a few years ago, and I forgave it, let it slide. You won't get another chance, love, after you view this, because this will be available on YouTube. I would like for you to view it and watch it.
And subscribe, and share.
Comment, subscribe, and share. But you're going to be blocked on Facebook because I'm sick of you. I'm sick of people like that. I have good intentions, and I think when you're a good person with a good heart, and this is how I grew up, I was raised right. I was taught the right thing to do. I was taught how to treat people. And that means something to me. And when you're the type of person that don't give a damn how you treat people and you act like a colonizer, you just take shit that don't belong to you.
Not the colonizer.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do it. But yeah.
We can edit that. But stop it. Because listen, and I told Fren when all of this transpired, I was like, it's sad because instead of you attempting to steal somebody's idea and pass it off as your own original, you know, in college you get kicked out for plagiarism. Because be you. That's how you affect change in the world, when you are your authentic self. You ain't getting nowhere being Cicely. Because you ain't me.
You ain't getting no damn where being Cicely. You got to be you. But, you know, I don't even know. At this point, I don't know. You know? So, you got to.
I mean, we just needed to address this. This is some things that we talk about. Cicely and Shamika going to talk about what matters in our community, in our world, and with people that look like me.
It's a big difference, though, with us and a lot of people. Mm-hmm. The chemistry is different.
The friendship is real.
Is real.
We've been invested in this friendship.
I don't really know y'all that well, but you're not as funny as me. So it's going to be a little hard for you to try to compete with that. You might be serious, but you can't be funny.
You know what? And I'm going to say this. I wish you the best of luck. I really do. I really wish you Godspeed. But what I wish more than anything for you, love, is that you find who you actually are. Because God ordained this. From the time he formed me in his mama womb, he knew I would be sitting here in Memphis Podcast, ISF Productions.
In the words of Kirk Franklin,
in 2022. Even though I did not So yeah, find your voice and find what you're meant to do.
What works for you.
And what works for you. And then when you do that, and I'm not even being funny, when you find who you actually are, you will affect change in the world because somebody needs who you genuinely are, not who you pretend to be. Mm-hmm. Okay, friend, I don't want to overtake.
Now, back to girl code, boy, guy code.
Come on, yeah, because we need to go back.
We're gonna go back to, if you try to talk to my friend, don't try to talk to me.
Please.
We do talk about this stuff. We do, because I be like, friend, so-and-so inboxed me, and then she might be like, well, he inboxed me too. Blocked.
I
don't even block you, I just don't talk to you. And I let you keep talking to yourself in my inbox. This ain't not got nothing to do with nothing.
Come on,
don't video call me on Facebook if I don't know you, fool.
Don't call me at all on Facebook. Because, see, if you don't have my personal phone number, you have no business doing. I don't know why Mark Zuckerberg, Booster call him Zuckerberg. I don't know why he added that feature.
Why you do that?
Well, you know what? I get to talk to my brother who's overseas right now.
Well, he know you.
Yeah, he does.
But, I had to say that because I don't like it.
The people need to know that. Stop that shit.
One more thing that ain't got nothing to do with this again. I'm sorry. We talk about Facebook and all this other stuff. If me and my friend talked about this, and I agree with it to some thing, but not a lot of it.
To some degree.
Some degree, okay. Yeah. Just because I had lost weight, I don't want to talk to all y'all. Like, if y'all...
Friend. Okay, tell them a little bit. Let's give them a little backstory about the weight loss, friend. Since you going.
Okay.
How much weight have you lost?
I have lost 130 pounds.
Come on, friend. Congratulations.
Thank you, friend. I don't want to be small because I'm 6 feet tall, and
friend is very tall.
Yeah, and I like this. I can say like this, but I do got like 15 more pounds I want to lose. Mm-hmm. But when y'all keep telling me I'm pretty and I'm beautiful, I was beautiful and pretty then too.
She was pretty and beautiful when she was heavier.
And I appreciate, I love the love. I do. I love the love.
Absolutely.
But y'all can't make me talk to y'all. Y'all can't make me like y'all.
Telling me I'm beautiful every day is not going to do that.
It's not going to do that because I still probably don't like you. And I'm working on me right now. I'm really working on me.
That's beautiful.
So I don't have time for everybody else, so I'm focused on me. But I do appreciate the comments and the compliments. I'm not saying I don't. I really do.
Oh, yeah. The genuine ones especially.
I do, but just because you tell me I'm pretty or I'm beautiful, I'm not finna give you my phone number, and I'm not finna let you come over my house. Yeah. I'm not finna come over your house. We can, now if I'm digging you, we can hang out, but I can't let you eat my cookies just because you said that I'm pretty. So, because I know I'm pretty. I look like my mama, so I know. So, yeah. But I'm going to get off of that. But I just need y'all to know that just because you tell me I'm pretty and I'm beautiful, you cannot eat my cookies.
You cannot have
There you go.
You are
back to what we were talking about. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to throw this in there. This has nothing to do with sleeping with any exes or anything like that. But y'all got to stop borrowing money from people. No. I didn't even mean for that to be funny, friend. Because look, stop borrowing money that you know you can't pay back, and then give it back in the same spirit that you received it.
Well, I ain't got no money, so
no. Stop asking. Because shit, it's an inflation. It's hard out here for all of us. Okay.
I told that woman came to my car the other day trying to get some money. Ma'am, I was finna ask you for $2 so you and your little cute son could go on about y'all damn business.
Oh, friend, she had a son.
They do that to get you.
See, she probably would have got me.
I had pulled up at the Kroger.
She probably would have got me, friend.
And that could have got you shot, ma'am. You and your little, he needs to be in, why he in school, ma'am?
He in school?
Then she holding up a sign.
Was he school age, friend?
He looked like about 5. He holding up a sign like you don't speak English. No, you speak that. I bet you speak that.
Y'all, we are not bad people. Please do not leave this podcast.
Ma'am, I need money.
Yeah, it's hard out here for everybody.
It's hard.
Right
I got bills. We like to dress nice.
We like to shop.
And why I had to buy a whole new wardrobe, ma'am. I don't have $2.
Oh, you did, friend.
Right,
really
so
did.
I need that money. I started to ask her for $2 because I know she had some change on.
She definitely had some change. She had been standing out in front of Kroger. She had it, friend.
Yeah, walked up to my car, and the little boy almost did me like that yesterday when I went out, and he was finna walk up to my car. Why is you walking up to my door?
Friend, you really sound appalled by that, and I feel you.
It pissed me off,
because
especially
right
that woman
now,
and that kid.
And we still talking about in COVID times, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Joe Byron said...
Not Byron.
Joe Byron said there is no longer a pandemic. However, I beg to differ. We're actually living in the midst of two right now because monkeypox is serious to me. I don't need you in my personal space if I don't know you.
I don't want monkeypox because I don't want this stuff around my mouth. Why they get it around their mouth?
I'm going to say this. I don't know where I know you can get it anywhere.
We sorry to be off topic, y'all.
Everything.
We just talking.
We just talking, y'all. Y'all our friends now. Y'all here. So, we just talking. But it's too much going on. I don't need you in my personal space if you don't have to be there.
No. No. You gotta learn to say that.
And please say it without apologizing.
No.
The answer was no. The answer is no. And some people can't take that, friend. When you have a no, that means no.
Baby, I had a family member cuss me at because I said no. Cuss me at. Now I cuss back. But cuss me at.
But the audacity. Because my no means no.
You got to think, everybody come to you for something, but who can you go to? And in my case, I got a couple of family members, and I can always go to my friend. If I need anything, my friend got me. But I try not to do that.
And vice versa.
I try to depend on me.
I'm going to say this, and it ain't always financial that you need people that you love. Because listen, I will wear your shoulder out.
Okay?
In your ear. When I need to talk, I need to talk. That's why friend talk is
But people don't, then we need that because people don't know that you can check on people all day, but they don't never check on you because you're supposedly the strong friend.
You're the strong one. And both of us are considered strong, even in our families.
In our families, yes.
Both of us are considered strong. That's another podcast topic because I'm going to say this about Black women. We show up in the world the way we do because we have to show up that way.
Yeah.
Even strong people get tired of being strong. Damn it. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be weak. I don't want to always have to show up in this capacity. Let me be vulnerable some damn time. Call and check on me. You ain't called to see how I was doing.
I'm not good.
No, I'm not always good. I thank God that I'm as good as I am, but I'm not always good. But on them days, I don't hear from no damn body. Except the people that, love me for real. But sometimes it's
I cry in that room watching YouTube. Drinking a Crystal Light.
I'm sorry.
I can't even drink.
I drink me a little glass of wine, honey, and get my little cry out, and I'll be all right. But I want to say this about loyalty and showing up. If your friend is constantly showing up for you or your family, be prepared to show up for them the same way. We segue right into it.
But people don't. I just had the discussion with my daddy the other day about somebody in the family. You always want people to show up for you or do stuff for you, but when it's time for you to show up, you know where to be found.
Or friend, you have those friends or family members. And it's sad to say this, but a lot of times it's family more than it is friends. Because I talk to my friends regularly.
It's the family.
But some numbers you don't see pop up on your phone.
Unless they want something.
And then it's sad because it's like, damn. Like, I wish you would call to just check on me sometimes.
Well, you don't go around certain people because they're going to ask for something. Yeah. Well, I just can't come over here and see how you doing. It's always something extra with it. And now I don't even want to come around you at all.
And a lot of people out here are talking about friends, and using that term so loosely. Yeah, I don't use that term unless I really mean it. I have acquaintances, I have associates, I have coworkers, but my friends are my friends. I don't use that word with everybody.
Right.
But it's because, and a lot of times you become this way because instead of y'all having y'all friends back, y'all really looking for the place to stick the knife. Because a lot of y'all really out here on foul shit. And it needs to be called out. And we the ones to do it. How you doing? Okay, stop that. Stop. Y'all be kind. Y'all know how much stuff is going
look at my
on in
shirt.
the world. Be kind.
Never mind the size of my titties. Just look at my shirt.
Just look at the shirt.
Be kind.
Because that's a word for real. Be nice. Y'all, people are going through so much. We have lived through hell and Armageddon. Okay. That's what it feels like. Because,
and especially here lately.
Oh my goodness.
Lately it's been,
especially in the Mid-South, because
it's been bad here. Then especially with the jobs we do, we know a little more than the outside world.
Yeah, and if y'all didn't catch the first podcast, we are both 911 dispatchers. We won't talk about our agencies, but we experience the worst of the worst. People call us on their worst day ever. Yeah. So you're never talking to somebody just because, and I'm going to say this, rarely we get those calls where they say thank you. Or, you know.
But we do get them. You do get people that call and thank you for your service.
You do from time to time.
Which makes you feel good. So
it does. It does.
Because I love helping people. And that's my downfall in my family. That I love helping people too much.
Because people latch on to empaths.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. And that's why, you know what, and when you are an empath, you have to look out for narcissistic people because they looking for you. They are looking for you. And then you feel bad or guilty when something happens and you're like, damn, why I didn't see that coming? Because you're a good person. So you looking from a good heart. When you dirty and you trifling, that's what you see around you. Yeah. And so they were looking for the good in you and they latched onto you because you're a good person. It's not because you're stupid that you fell for the okie doke. Okay. Let me just, again, I'm not a therapist. You don't have to listen to me. But I know a few things. Okay. And it's just, wisdom. And I thank God for it and discernment. And if you don't have it, you need to pray for it.
Amen.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with her.
Every head bowed and every eye closed.
Pray for it for real because we living in seriously, these are the worst times I've ever seen in life. People are doing shit I never thought I would. I'm talking about people that I've been good to.
It don't matter no more.
No, it doesn't. And I don't talk about what I've done for people. And there are some things that I've done for people that I've never spoken on. Okay. But it's the people that you good to. Strangers ain't hurting you. Okay. Strangers ain't out here hurting you. And that's why this topic.
That's because they can't get to you. That's why
can't get to you.
They don't hurt you.
If you're in my inner circle, that brings me to this point.
Point it.
Recent Red Table Talk. iCarly star Jeanette McCurdy. I forget what her character's name was on iCarly. Can you look that up for me?
I'm doing it right now.
But she has a new book out, and just listening to the interview was, oh my gosh, powerful, touching. If y'all have seen it, shout us in the comments and let us know that you saw it, or if you get where I'm going with this point.
Sam Puckett.
But her mom, she was not a nice lady. What's the title of her new book, Fren? Because I don't want to misquote.
I'm glad.
I think I'm glad my mom died, or
something like that.
Something like that. I'm glad my mom is dead. Something to that effect. But her mom had told her. She said her mom told her that men will never know you and they'll hurt you. But women will know you deeply and then they'll hurt you. Tell me which is worse. That did something to me when I heard that because I've always, I'm a lover of life and people and I'm a sociable loner, so a lot of times when I'm alone, I am using that time to think. I've spent a lot of time healing from, past traumas and things like that. And so I really make it my life's work to help the people that I know need help. And so I'm an empath. I'm sometimes, and I have to be careful with that because I'm drawn to people sometimes that need help.
I hate that.
I hate it too.
I hate it.
I don't know why God made me this way. But I'm more careful now because I identify what it is, and I'm more careful with how I deal with people because I know me. But a lot of times I would wonder, why is it that women can forgive a man for doing her so dirty and he cheated
but not
on
the
her,
woman,
and then you fall out with your friend and you stay falling out with her forever. And a lot of it is because she learned you.
And she know your deepest, darkest.
She know your deepest, darkest secrets. And in some instances, she will take that information and use it against you. That's the worst kind of damn hurt in the world. Because I trusted you. And even though you did it to me, it ain't in me to do that to you.
Nah, I can't be dirty. My mom used to always tell me, Mika, you not low down enough. I would just be done
fucking with you before I, do anything dirty.
I can't be low down. Like I said, my mom used to tell me literally, you're not low down enough.
You're not. No, she didn't say it. Miss Leon didn't say not low down enough. Wow.
She said,
she was a character, honey.
She said, you're not low down enough. You're going to have to get some of that up in you. You got to, and I remember one time in particular, I did something low down. And she was like, look at you.
She was proud.
Yeah, look at you.
She was
low
proud.
Down like your mama. You know
what? And it's sad though, because my son is a sweetheart and is 16. My son was born with spina bifida, which is neither here nor there in this story. But he's just a sweet kid, man.
He can't help it.
He can't. He just the way God made him. And I tell him a lot of times, because good people, my cousin told me when I was young, she was much older than me, so I used to call her my auntie, but she was actually my cousin. But she told me, she said, Cicely, your smile gonna get you in trouble. And I was like, I was a kid, and I was wondering, like, what is she good? Could you possibly mean by that? I'm just a nice person, yeah. But what she meant was, people take advantage of nice people.
They do.
And so what your mama was essentially telling you is that, I don't want nobody taking advantage of my daughter. Get some gumption about yourself and check these.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell my son the same thing. I tell him to be kind. I teach him to be respectful. I teach him. But do you know, as people out here ain't teaching their kids shit? And these the same kids that your kid got to go to school with or sit next to in a college class or whatever.
Ugly bastards.
But the world we live in is so... It's so callous out here. It's cold. It's dog eat dog for real. And stay a kid as long as you can. If I got anybody under 15 or 16 in here, I hope, I'm not going to say don't
stay a kid.
But stay a kid.
Worst thing I did was become an adult.
Adulting is for the birds. Okay? You got to pay bills and shit.
And I ain't no bird.
I'm not a bird. But yeah, man. Y'all, teach your kids to be respectful, but also teach them. That's why I allow my son to have open communication with me, because I am a strong individual. He knows that about me. But if you can talk up and say your piece to me behind these four walls of what we call home, then I expect you to go into the world and do the same. Do the same. Tell people when they got you fucked up.
Now, you have to tell somebody that.
Tell people when... Now, you ain't got to say it like that, but what I mean is tell people where to get off at with you, because when you don't have a standard, they going to march up and down and all around and do whatever they want to do. But when you tell people to get the hell out of my office and mean it, they better get to stepping. And I'm out Willa Harrington, man. We love that.
I'm one of the nicest people you and me. I rarely get angry.
Rarely. I rarely see a friend angry.
But if you make me mad, you have really made me mad, because I don't get mad.
Yeah. Now, me, on the other hand, I get mad, but I don't stay mad, because you know why? And my mama say this all the time. I get mad at people, and my words might come out, and they might, in some instances, I mean for them to cut. However, for the most part, I'm tactful when I speak to you, because I want you to receive it well. I want you to be able to take it and digest it. But I'm going to tell you right where you got me fucked up at. I'm not going to let you go past.
Right
go.
Here?
Yeah, right here. Right here. Well, hey, real quick. When you did this right here, I didn't appreciate it. It made me uncomfortable. I didn't like how you spoke to me, your tone. It wasn't what you said. It was your tone. I'm going to tell you. And if you can't receive it, that's on you. But you won't cross me like that again. And if you
like to put people
you
in
won't
their
have
place.
Multiple times to do that to me. Yeah,
I did it at work,
As you should.
I had to let you know where she just said, you had me fucked up right here.
Right there.
Right there at the corner of 7th. And I don't give a damn. That's where you had me fucked up. And that's where you got to get up off this bus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, people will fucking up.
But we just talking. Look, this is just real talk. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all leave some comments. Y'all leave some feedback.
We went a little off topic, but when you friends, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Friends,
everything.
Y'all, we're friends. We're going to talk to y'all about everything. We're going to share with y'all. We're going to be open, and we want y'all to do the same in hopes that you guys will do the same
with us.
Because what we want to do is open up a safe space to have real talk, real dialogue.
With real friends.
With real friends.
I go that flow with
like
real friends.
Friend. That was so perfect.
Thank you.
See? Because we're friends.
Real friends.
All right. Yeah, the only people you owe loyalty to are those who never made you question theirs. And a lot of these, man, I saw a quote on, I don't know if it was on Facebook or IG, trust, loyalty, respect. You F up one, and you lose all three.
I can dig that.
You got to have, look, I got to trust you. Friend, if I can't trust you, we ain't even
That's
friends
the first
no more.
thing for friendship.
Because now everything you said to me, because even in a court of law, once you perjure yourself, you ain't credible no more. And that's how I feel about people in my life. Once you've lied to me about one thing, now I got to question every other thing you ever said to me.
And if I got to do that,
I'm not doing it. I'm cutting you off. Because if you will lie,
you'll steal.
If you'll steal, you'll
kill. I instill that in my nephews.
And that's real. I have literally seen it play out just like that.
Yeah.
So
you ain't finna kill me.
You're not. You're not. But you never push a loyal person. I consider myself to be a loyal person. I consider my friend to be a loyal person. You never push a loyal person to the point where ain't no coming back.
Yeah.
Because with some of us, it really ain't no coming back. Because my cutoff game is so strong, I be scaring my damn self. Because I don't need people's validation to live. I can survive in this world, I feel like, with the love of my family, and one or two friends. Because everybody needs somebody. I ain't going to act like,
right.
I'm not player fly, saying nobody needs nobody.
Which is my favorite song.
I love that song, y'all. I'm gone book when I hear it in the club.
In the club. Play it every time my mama with me.
Why you play that woman, friend?
Because I need her to know that. Every time she with me, I go play that player fly.
Nobody needs nobody. Okay. Yeah. But you do need people. I need people, but I don't need them in the way of validation. I need people that I love to be around me, to be support, for me to support them, a mutual love, a mutual respect, a mutual support. But on the flip side of that, don't let your loyalty make a damn fool out you. Okay? Don't let your loyalty make a fool out of you. When you know that you've done right by people, don't let them manipulate you. Manipulate you into thinking that because you set a standard for them to not cross, that you wrong. Because they do it.
And you ain't wrong.
You're not wrong. They're just manipulative, narcissistic, and egotistical.
All of that.
And it is totally 100% okay for you to set a standard and stick to it. Once you set it, and see, that's what, you can't vacillate. Once you set a standard, stick right there.
Fred, I ain't know what vacillate mean till you just said.
But see, that's why I gave you context clues.
That's why you did
this.
I did?
I gave you that right there.
That's vacillate.
Mm-hmm. Back and forth. Don't go back and forth with it. Stay right there. We did that on... That reminded me of a live that we just did recently about sex. It was amazing too. We really loved that live. We're gonna go back to that topic, but
because you can talk about sex all the time,
all day, every day. But you never push a loyal person to the point where there ain't no coming back. And on the flip side, loyal people, don't be nobody's fool.
Don't be loyal to a fault.
Don't do that, because you're not doing yourself any justice, and you're not teaching these people where to get off at. And so they're going to go around victimizing other people because not one person made them be accountable for their actions. And that's a word that Black people do not like, accountability.
Don't like it.
I'm sick of it. Let's pack up and leave.
Girl, get the hell out of here.
But for real, y'all, hope people accountable, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm going to tell you, when people haven't been held accountable, they going to buck and kick. It's like a kid having a tantrum when you telling grown-ass people where to get off at.
You probably lose them, but...
Absolutely, you will. And I look to do it. And if you come back, it's fine. And sometimes you'll come back much, much later because you will recognize at some point that this is true because you'll hear it again. I won't be the only one to tell you that you're
what you is?
I'm not going to even say a fucked up individual. But in some instances, that's exactly what you are. Or I might just tell you, hey, when you do this right here, that makes me uncomfortable. Or...
Don't do it.
I don't like when you talk like that to me. Now, you might get away with talking like this to somebody else, and they're completely comfortable with
Not
it.
me,
but
though.
I'm asking you, when you talk to me, don't do that. And if you have a problem with that, you have a problem with my standard, then get the hell on out of my office.
Peace.
And there's that on that. And it ain't no long discussion with me, and we ain't gonna even fall out. I'm not mad at you after I say it. I just meant what I said.
Oh,
that's me.
That's it. I can treat you the same once we get done.
Like we can go out
but
to
this
eat
gotta
after.
be put out. Yeah. I gotta let you know. Don't fuck with me.
Don't. And see, a lot of
don't
people
fuck with me.
A lot of people fall out after you check them because they feel like, damn, she just went, because their ego get in the way. It's not about ego. Take your ego out of the way and listen to what people are saying to you. Stop doing what somebody telling you is making them uncomfortable. If you know, well, that's just who I am. That's just how I talk. You just gonna have to get used to me. I don't have to do a damn thing for you.
I don't give them who that just is.
Because
at this point, we're too old for that.
We are.
When you 5, okay, that's just little Kelvin.
Yeah, and little Kelvin can get
redirected. But grown Kelvin gonna get his ass cussed out.
Because it needs to start. That's where it needs to start. And see, a lot of y'all didn't get hugs and shit. And that's why y'all out here able to treat people like that. Because that's how I really feel like narcissistic people, they have hugs.
Come here.
Nobody said, baby, you are beautiful. Yeah, come on. Come on, bring it in. Bring it on in.
Yeah.
That's what you need. A lot of y'all need hugs. And y'all need, and this is just real talk. I'm not a therapist, but I have done a few sessions. A lot of y'all need to go heal that childhood trauma. Mm-hmm. That's why y'all out here hurting people. Because you're hurt. And that's not anybody else's fault. And people got to stop saying, well, this is my life and my daddy walked out on me. And your daddy had problems and your daddy had issues. And if he were to sit down, and that's where a lot of black families fall short. We don't communicate enough about some things. But if he were to tell you, what his childhood looked like, you might have some grace and empathy for him. Because we're all human and we all make mistakes.
You got to get over that.
You got to get over it.
Get you some help for it. You might need help for it, but you need to get over it.
Stop letting it be a crutch.
Right.
And it's
you need
not
to
an
get
excuse.
over it. Because people do that for overeating. No, I'm serious.
Seriously.
I love 600-pound life. My father left or so-and-so, so I eat. What the hell they got to do with anything?
Baby, you 60.
Yeah. He left when you was 2.
You didn't even know him that good.
You know what I'm saying? So why are you traumatized? I'm not trying to mess up nobody's trauma.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, let's stop making excuses and be accountable for it and get help for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because Dr. Now be like, ma'am.
Love Dr. Now. Dr. Now, if you watching this, I love you.
We do love you, Dr. Now. I love Dr. Now's bluntness. I love how direct he is. Because look, the food ain't eating itself.
Cause I love food.
And that's what it looks like when y'all won't hold people accountable. You let somebody sit up and tell you, oh, I'm sorry, but that's just how I am. And then you like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, you going home crying and shit.
You ain't gonna just how I am, me.
No.
I don't care. We too old for that.
Yeah, we are too old for that. But y'all, we're gonna wrap this thing up because we don't want to be on here talking all day. But we definitely want y'all to leave y'all likes, y'all follows. Please subscribe, share the podcast.
Fren Talk on YouTube.
Yes. Follow us on all our socials.
Fren Talk on Snapchat.
Yes. And on IG, it's Fren_Talk_podcast.
I'm even going to make us a TikTok, so we're going to follow us there. So
yeah, Fren Talk on YouTube.
Yes. Just follow us. Follow us, share, subscribe. Tell your mama about us, your cousin, your brother, your uncle.
Tell your friends, honey. Tell
your boss. I don't know.
I better stop singing people's song on here because we ain't got But for real, thank y'all for real. Y'all that started off on our lives. We appreciate y'all so much.
We do.
We started
we love
with
the
0
love.
followers. We got a few hundred now, and it feels amazing because y'all's feedback is everything. Even the ones of y'all who send messages privately, we appreciate the support.
Really do.
We appreciate
love
the
it.
love. And y'all make us feel like we can actually do this thing. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, and we'll see y'all in the next episode of Fren Talk with Cicely and
Shamika.
Period, friends. Friends, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out to spend with us because we know y'all could have been anywhere else.
Help us grow our community and expand our reach. So if you're not already, please like, follow, and subscribe to keep up with us on YouTube, Facebook, and Snapchat at Fren Talk. That's FREN Talk.
Also, keep up with us on IG at Fren_Talk_podcast. That way, you'll be notified when we upload our weekly videos and to stay abreast of what we got going on. Of course, you can stream the podcast wherever podcasts are available, and please be sure to subscribe to the podcast feed. Also, set your alarms to tune in every other Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for new episodes of Fren Talk. Over here where friends be what?
Talking.